Okay, now we spoke about how disease is actually kind of saving your life because it's this clever adaptation that the body makes. So understand that the human body has a superpower of adaptability. Without the disease, which is a creative principle, there would be no human species, right? There's that mutation that takes place is basically like if there's an environment that's toxic or even mental and emotional stress, anything you introduce into the body that's a toxin, the body will begin to transform itself to contain that poison. That's why the body also secretes out mucus. When you eat food, it will secrete mucus so it could slide its way out of the body. Also, mucus is a way for the body to neutralize a poison. All of the things, mucus, even kidney stones, liver stones, tumors, all of these things are sophisticated storing mechanisms to just neutralize toxic material that the body did not have time to eliminate. You understand? So if the body cannot eliminate, as we said, it's going to store, and it's going to store it in the tissues in so many different ways. This storing mechanism literally is why you're alive today. All right. So when the doctor looks at it, he may understand now, of course, a tumor can grow and cause a problem where some people may have to do a surgical procedure, right? But for the most part, they kind of demonize it. They need to show it more as it's like an act of love more than something attacking you, right? So again, the central nervous system, the body, literally is just one big brain and does this clever adaptation, all right? So the root of symptomology and why we have discomfort is when the body has high levels of toxicity and low levels of chi, of energy. All right. So this is the reason why we age, because this stuff isn't being eliminated. So it's just being stored and stored and stored. And then you just hold on to it. So the funny thing is, storing it extends your life, but then storing it makes you age. You know what I mean? So you got to know how to properly cleanse the body. All right. Now you can go on a fast, but the thing is, people now, sometimes when you fast, people that go into the food disorder where you kind of have this bad relationship with food, right? Where you feel bad because of how you eat, then you drink juices, then you binge again, feel bad, and then you're just in this cycle. But it's not good doing that, because when you fast, you're releasing out the toxins. Then when you eat, or you're not doing it in the proper way, the toxins then are just going to be stored into other tissues of the body, which can then cause more problems. So the goal isn't only to release toxins in fasting, but to really clear it out through the pathways, right? So the main thing is to understand that there's mucoid plaque. Since we've been eating very mucus-forming food from childhood, there's this plaque that's been stuck to the intestinal walls, right? So just like, when you cook some rice and at the bottom of the pot is that rice that's stuck to the pot, you can't really just pour water on it and try to use a sponge. You got to kind of scrape it off. So there are cleansers that have very gentle scrubbing effects that scrub the whole piping system of the body. I do have a cleanse that's, you could go to the link in bio that I use that works very well. All right. But from a 5-element Chinese medicine perspective, you want to know how to cleanse in the proper order to clear out the pathways, because just releasing toxins ain't enough. You got to make sure you clear it out too, right? So in the proper order, right, from Chinese medicine, right, or in general, you would want to cleanse the colon first of any debris, of any excess plaque. Then you want to cleanse the liver, because what a lot of people don't know is one of the main causes of disease is gallstones in the liver. I did do a liver cleanse a while ago. I got to keep doing it, by the way. And I got these stones out of the liver that just get very impacted. And what happens is this cleanse here, it helps to open the bile ducts of the liver. And it has like an apple enzyme in it that softens the stones, so where the stones could be cleared out. But you notice you got to clear the colon first before you take out the gallstones in the liver, because if you try to just take the stones out and the colon backed up, then the stones will be stuck, and that can cause other problems, all right? So in a systematic way, the colon of plaque, the liver of gallstones, then you will cleanse the lungs, any spores, anything, you want to cleanse the lungs, especially for smokers, right? Then from the lungs, of course, you want to get to the blood, because remember, the blood is cleansed through the lungs, right? So then the blood, so any form of skin condition is toxic blood. So all forms of skin conditions is just kind of toxic blood. It's also a lymphatic problem, right? So the lymphatic system, the lymph and the blood, that's the fourth thing. And then another pandemic is basically kidney stones, right? So at the fifth last part, you would cleanse the kidneys. So if you were wanted to really make an impact, you want to cleanse the body in the proper order. Now, what's on another level, okay, is if you learn energy absorption practices. So my Shifu, I'm not certified to teach level 1 yet, but soon, my Shifu actually teaches beginner Bigu. So when you're fasting, you could basically learn how to absorb energy. Because after all, as you take out the toxins, the more energy you feed into the cells, that would speed it up much faster. So please understand, when I say the term Bigu, that's energy fasting. I shouldn't even use the word fast, to be honest, because it's not really a fast in terms of dry fast or liquid fast, or even when you listen to medical practitioners or people that guide you with healing, I am not talking about water fasting, okay? We don't really have that approach. We talk about shifting your body to another energy source, mainly on chi. So Bigu fasting is a deliberate, intentional attempt where you have these cleverly concocted techniques where you will absorb energy into the body intentionally, and you will feel it. In other words, you will feel fed by energy, okay? So a big part of this is knowing how to charge the battery. Your lower abdomen, which is the lower dantian, the human bioelectric battery, you got to know how to fill that up. So the best of both worlds is, of course, cleansing in the proper order. But if you decide to fast, to also learn how to do Bigu properly, all right? So this was part 2, all right? There may be a part 3 to this, we'll see, all right? I'm Itofo, so once again, please go to the link in bio if you want to see the 5-element Chinese medicine cleanse that I currently have, all right? Or I'm an affiliate of. Much love, family. I'm Itofo.